come for me, I go right back for them, because I think for far too long they've gotten away with getting along to get along. So no, it's not going to stay that way anymore. I'm going to call them out. You want to call me a liar? I'll call you a sellout. I mean, Mitt Romney, the man goes to the State of the Union of the United States wearing a Ukraine lapel pin, tells me, a Latino gay man, that I shouldn't sit in the front, that I should be in the back. Well, guess what? Rosa Parks didn't sit in the back, and neither am I going to sit in the back.
Yeah, I don't think that he needed to go to that. I don't think that George, I mean, look, is it the worst thing that George Santos has said? No. Is it in the top 10? I'll let you be the judge. Jayar, I don't, like, other than comparing yourself like to Jesus, Rosa Parks, really? That's where you need to take this. What do you think?
Well, there's another thing too. It's always some particular name. You know, they compare themselves to Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, because those are the only folks they ever learned about. But then, of course, I'm not going to be in the back. Like, he finds this metaphor because the whole basis is when Romney told him you should sit in the back and not embarrass yourself by showing your face here, because we now know who all these things you told about yourself just to get elected. Fine, but again, maybe it's good advice, bro. Just saying, this is for your sake. Yes, of course, Romney was saying, get the hell out of here, we don't want you. So it was disrespectful, but the whole point is maybe take the advice of maybe sitting in the back and chilling for a second while things maybe even blow over. It might be actually good advice for his career, since so many other things are happening, but he goes on TV and goes on this rant. I'm not sure if the host of that show asked him about it, because again, this was something from months ago, right? This is something you probably don't want to bring back up so people can go, oh yeah, that's right. George Santos, we almost forgot about you for a second. You're the guy who was lying the entire time before you got into office. And then once you're in office, we discovered all these things about you, including the fact that you were dressing in drag. Of course, your entire party talks about how that's evil, and anybody who does that is going to hell. And actually, if they also have done that in the past, they're some kind of mole in the government, and they're looking to indoctrinate your kids and steal them out from their beds in the middle of the night. All that stuff is said. But then you still put your face in front of cameras and talk about how I'm like Rosa Parks.
Yeah,
I don't know who's advising these guys.
Look, one of the reasons I want to talk about this was people need to remember that, as of right now at least, George Santos, despite all of this, is still a congressman. Like, he is, from his perspective, winning at this. Now, he is under investigation for a number of different things, both ethics on the congressional side and criminal investigations as well. But as of right now, he's winning, and that is unacceptable. Again, reminder that there are so many different areas where people's attention is needed to get people like this out of politics. I also did want to say though, I sort of just said that he's comparing himself to Rosa Parks, assuming that everybody understands that reference. I guess I should stop doing that at some point in America with the state of our education system and what Republicans are doing in a number of different areas. I just want to remind people, in 1955, Parks famously defied a bus driver's order to vacate a seat in the colored section of the bus in favor of a white passenger. That helped to inspire the bus boycott. Oh, I also want to point out, just in case any superintendents of Oklahoma are watching, that had to do with race. It was a part of it, actually. And that should be taught, I think. And I don't think that in teaching that, we're teaching people to feel that they're inherently inferior to anyone else, just to clarify.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.